If you want to do crazy things on your ATV, the Arizona Outlaw Rodeo in Eager is the place to be.
Well, a lot of the rodeo is a way of showing support for their sport, their activity, hobby that they like to engage in. They do things that normally wouldn't be appropriate on the trail. And they do it in this controlled environment where if there was any problems, they'd be able to get to medical treatment quickly. But also it keeps it from being out in the wild and impacting habitat and causing degradation. But then still they get to do things that they consider to be a lot of fun.
The rodeo is only one part of the annual Arizona ATV Outlaw Trail Jamboree. The 5-day happening includes a parade, trading post, and the main event, lots of off-highway trail riding.
This is our first year with the Jamboree, and I heard about it after last year's Jamboree and talked to some people that went on it, and all they had was raves, reviews. So I lucked out and had my wife let me come up here, and I've spent 5 glorious days and had some beautiful, beautiful rides. Some of the best riding I've ever done in over 22 years of ATV riding.
Jamboree is an opportunity for ATV enthusiasts to get together, and they go out and they ride trails with an emphasis on safety and etiquette. So they really try to get people to understand that responsible riding is not only something that they need to learn about, but it's also something that they need to practice when they're out in the field.
Off-highway vehicle riding has become one of the fastest growing recreation activities around. Since 1998, the sales and registrations of ATVs has risen nearly 350% in Arizona. One of the reasons for the boom here is that there is so much public land available with a wide variety of terrain for people to ride on. But in order to be a safe rider, there are some things to consider.
Riding an ATV isn't just sitting on an ATV and cruising through the woods or on a trail. Riding an ATV is what they call rider active. People have to be mobile on the seat, and that's why the seat is so long, is so that you can move and adjust your weight to how the machine is going to behave over a given substrate or during a certain maneuver. They highly recommend that all wear helmets. Of course, in Arizona, anybody that's under the age of 18 has to wear a protective helmet while they're operating, or if they're a passenger on board. Wear long sleeve shirts, to wear gloves. You have to have goggles. As per state law, the operator has to wear goggles or glasses, some kind of eye protection, or have a windshield on the front of the motorcycle or ATV that they're operating. And to also wear long pants when they're out operating, and to wear boots that would go over the ankle to help mitigate injuries if they were to occur.
Unfortunately, accidents do occur. The Consumer Safety Products Association did a study that showed there were over 2,500 deaths attributed to ATVs between 2000 and 2004.
Well, the first thing is I would ask them to look at the machines and make sure that they're size appropriate for their age. That's one of the big things, and that they're size appropriate for their body. Because a lot of times people will get machines that are quite a bit larger, more power than they absolutely need, and it can be a lot tougher to handle.
Riding off-road can also have a negative impact on the environment. That's why staying on established trails is so important for both the habitat and the wildlife that relies on that habitat.
We try to instill the message into people that wildlife and ATVs, they need to have their space, of course. And there's been some mitigation efforts that the department has done to where they have worked with land management agencies to make areas a noise reduction zone to help protect wildlife habitat and wildlife species during critical times of the year, of course.
You have to, because if you don't, somebody can get hurt, somebody can get lost. The trail riding that we do is, they say, intermediate to moderate, but a lot of it was some advanced riding too. And the dangers out there, if you miss a hill or miss a tree or something, you can break a limb, fall off, hurt yourself. But everybody out here knew the rules, knew to follow the person in front of them, keep an eye out on the person behind them so they don't get spread out and get lost. And everybody was safety conscious. We rode over 36,000 miles this year on this Jamboree without an accident.
That's where events like the ATV Rodeo come in. Everyone can have a good time, test their skills, get a little crazy, and everyone goes home safe and happy.